In so many of my one-to-one session with immigrants in the UK, there's this common phrase that I do hear many of them say, and that phrase is "I feel like a failure." Now, the sincere truth is that living in the UK as an immigrant can be really tough, especially if you had so much expectation and the way things or the events of things is not actually aligning with what you expected. Moving into the UK as an immigrant, and the truth is, especially with cost of living, with so many things, trying to get a job, it really can be difficult living in the UK as an immigrant, and it can feel depressing so many times. And that's why in this video, I'm going to be having a chat with you guys on some of the things that make immigrants in the UK feel like a failure and how you can navigate through. Trust me, one of the things that we mentioned in this video, you will definitely, or you might be, experiencing the same, and how you can actually navigate your way around this. I tell people on this channel that living in the UK, navigating life in the UK, you require adequate access to information and being informed on how to go about things. Information really makes a massive difference. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, do it to hit on the subscribe button. For my channel subscribers, you guys are amazing. Thank you for being here. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. The feeling of being a failure among immigrants in the UK can actually stem from several factors, which I will be talking about in this video. Now, the first factor, or the first, major reason why people feel like a failure in the UK is because of unmet expectations. Now, it's a sincere reality that many immigrants that came into the UK left their home country with the hope of getting a better future for themselves and also for their kids. And when this expectation is not being met, it really can be so disheartening and sad. I've got, a friend of mine a couple of years ago, I think sometime in 2019, about 5 years ago, that left Nigeria to the UK, hoping to get a better opportunity, better life for himself and also his family. And, 5 years down the line, things still look a bit rough. There's really not much, there's so much uncertainty around him, even though he's been here for about 5 years now. So the central is that having that unmet expectation can really be sad, and I've seen so many people go into depression. I've had one-to-one session with so many people in the last couple of month, over a year now, and that unmet expectation is actually the summary of the major challenge so many people are actually facing in the United Kingdom as immigrants. I've seen people sell their properties back in their home country to come to the UK, only for them to discover that they are still unable to live up to that level that they've always wanted. And one thing I tell people is, especially from someone like me who also started from rock bottom, trust me, when I came to the UK, I came with about, I think, about £200 or thereabout, and without so unsure of where I was going to, where my life is going to head to, how I'm going to achieve anything, and you know, with that £200, I had like loads of debts, tuition fee balance to pay, and fast forward to about 3.5 years later, I've achieved so many things, that I think about 40% of them are shared on camera on YouTube, while 60% of them people are not even aware of all of those achievements. So it's just really important to understand that um, those unmet expectations can actually be a major issue, but the sincere, answer to that is that you just need to be patient. That you need to put that patience into action, because those things that you think are not happening would definitely eventually happen if you put in the time and the work. Now, the second major reason why people feel like a failure is underemployment. I've got like a big um, you know, friend, like an older friend, who came into the UK, left Nigeria as a bank manager, and he has been here for about 3 years now. And the job that's how we spoke a couple of weeks ago. He currently works as a security personnel in a stadium. And the truth is that working as a security personnel is not a bad thing. So the major point here is that he used to work as a bank manager, and having to now work as a security person in the UK is like a major shift, a major change in the kind of lifestyle he's used to compared to what he's experiencing now. And as I tell people, working in care or working as a security person in the UK is not a bad thing. As a matter of fact, many of them even earn far more than people that work in the office or work in tech and all of that. So, but the point is that for someone that works as a bank manager in his own country, coming to the UK to work as a care assistant or as a security person is like it's actually an underemployment, regardless of how we want to put it. It's an underemployment. So yeah, underemployment is that one way, people actually that makes people feel like a failure living in the UK as an immigrant. And the only way to go around that is that most of the jobs in the UK are highly skilled jobs. So if you want to, you know, break that yoke of underemployment. You need to build your technical skills. You need to, learn new skills. It doesn't have to be tech skills. You need to, look for in-demand skills in your vicinity or in the, in the city you live in, and try to build up those skills. I remember when I was still working in care, while I was studying in 2021, 2022, I knew I wanted to do more for myself. As a matter of fact, for those who know me personally, I got a job offer as a care assistant, full-time job, which of course I already accepted. I was even doing my pre-employment check at that time, but I knew I wanted more than this. And as I said, working in care is not a bad thing, but for me, it's an underemployment because of what I used to do back home and the kind of experience and the skill set I've got. So for me, it's an underemployment. So um, I had to like build up technical skills in data analytics, which eventually got me, to where I am right now, working as a senior analyst, and I work fully from home. And that has been what I've always wanted, not having to like wake up in the morning, go out of the house, come back late at night, no time for family, having to like work extra shift to make extra money. So yeah, underemployment is a major issue among immigrants living in the United Kingdom. Now, another major challenge I've seen people face that has really made them feel like a failure is financial pressure. Trust me, living in the UK as an immigrant can be expensive because you practically pay for everything. You pay for your right to live back in the country. The cost of applying for a visa is absolutely ridiculous. I had a one-to-one session a couple of days ago with a family of five planning to get a post-study work visa, and the budget for that particular, venture, I call it venture, is that they need at least £12,000 for the visa application fee, which is absolutely ridiculous because each person needs to pay about 1,050 thereabout for immigration health surcharge, and for 2 years that's 2,100 per person times five. That's £10,000 plus for the IHS fee. Now that also excludes the visa fee itself. So everything they needed was running to £12,000, which is a lot of money. And because a family of five, they still have like toddlers, and the wife haven't really been working like she supposed to because of childcare and all of that. And they're on so much financial pressure right now. They are looking for how to get a loan to pay up the postal visa that is going to be for 2 years and doesn't even count to their settlement, except they want to use the 10 years route. So yeah, financial pressure is one of the ways that most is one of the things that makes immigrants in the UK feel like a failure. And the truth is, it just takes time. It gets to a point whereby, and I hear people say that if you're still an immigrant and you're on visa, you can never, go past that financial stress, and that's not true. I'm on a visa, and I tell you, to some reasonable extent, um, my financial obligations is far low than my income, and this came as a result of the fact that I find a way to make extra income, which I think every immigrant should do. I've made a video on that. You might want to check out one of the videos on my channel. Now, another major thing that makes immigrant feel like a failure is immigration status. Guys, people are going through a lot. There's so many things that people don't get to know about because people that are going through these things don't share those information on camera. Now, trust me, immigration status is one of the limitation for so many immigrants like us, because there are a couple of things that you can do, but you cannot do at the same time because you are restricted by your immigration status, which is really sad, but that's the reality of things right now. I've seen family, people who had to go through, paying over £20,000 on tuition fee for a master's program, got on post-study work visa, they still couldn't get a good job, they had to go back to school, and it's been like a cycle, and it's really, really sad. But yeah, that's really the whole situation of things at the moment. Now, I've decided that I was going to check out the comments of this particular video and answer every questions you might have. So if you're currently in the UK as an immigrant and you're struggling with one or two things, and you think that you would like to speak to someone to help you navigate your way around, and you can't share those information online, you might want to jump my one-to-one session. Just click on the link in the description below. But if you have a question that you think is generic and can be shared on the social media space, please put those comments in the comment section of this video, and I'll be answering to every person. I mean, I'm dedicating the whole of this evening to answer all of those questions to ensure that you get clarity, and information is key. Trust me, I got to where I am because I had access to information, not just information by reading, information by association with people also who have gone ahead of me. And that's one thing I try to like leverage as an immigrant living in the UK, and it's been paying off for me in so many ways with so many achievements that I've been able to record living in the UK as an immigrant. So yeah, I hope you find this video useful. If you do, click on the like button. If you have any question, please state in the comment section. If you're coming across this channel for the first time, do it to hit on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of this video. and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.